Hey all, I hope you enjoy these clips of After the Verdict from my friends at the People's Court.
Marilyn, who's better in a crisis? You or me?
Wow. After 29 years of marriage and 32 years together, I'm not sure how to answer that, because I think there have been times and situations where I'm better, and then there's times and situations where you're better. You have a tendency to panic about like the tiniest thing. You'll go on and on. This is a catastrophe of biblical proportions. The kids make fun of you for that all the time.
That's true.
Yeah, right.
But I don't worry leading up to the event. You worry.
I panic. I am a nervous person, but in a crisis.
But it depends on the nature of the crisis. Like when you ran over Squeaker in the driveway with the van, and the kids were in the van, and somebody had to clean up the mess. I took care of it.
Yeah.
And who stole your wallet back from the pickpocket?
Oh my gosh! That's how I fell in love with you.
Broadway,
we were crossing 6th Avenue to go watch a show, and somebody reached into my purse and took my wallet.
Right.
And I wasn't sure. You said, "Are you sure?" I said, yes, I'm sure.
We bamboozled them
in the middle of the street in a 6-lane highway. You were screaming at them, showing your badge, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And they just handed back the wallet,
right.
And everybody on the sidewalk said, "Are you crazy?
I know.
This is New York. You can't do that." Yeah, that was nuts.
If I had to do it again, I'd probably say just take the wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
What movie or television show most closely depicts the actual proceedings in a court?
We're talking about other than the People's Court, right? Which is, of course, the original. You're going to be surprised at my choice, but I'm going to go with My Cousin Vinny. I mean, I think that even though it's, crazy stuff and people doing madcap things inside the courtroom and outside, the judge is actually a stickler for procedure, and he handles the arraignment like any judge would handle the arraignment. And at trial, he's kind of on the lawyers. He's trying to control the courtroom. He's trying to make sure they're asking the right kinds of questions and generally sticking to the rules of criminal procedure. So just my take. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't watch that many TV shows that have to do with exactly what I do all day.
You've had enough of it by the time you walk in the door.
Right, but I do read a lot of books that have a lot to do with what I do all day. But I'm not sure My Cousin Vinny would have been my choice, but it's my favorite movie. So,
all right. Well, very good. Well, I have to give honorable mention or second place to an oldie but goodie. The Three Stooges episode called Disorder in the Court. That's one of my faves. Why? It's not quite so realistic.
Why?
Because it's the scene where Curly's got a hat in his hand, and he puts his hat on, and the bailiff says, "Take off your hat." And he takes it here, and he goes, "Raise your right hand." Puts the hat back on his head, and he goes, "Take off your hat."
What is your favorite gift to give and receive?
My favorite gifts to give are wine or food, because some of it usually kind of bounces back at me and I end up getting a little bit of it. I end up with a little taste. So those are kind of my favorites to give, and I'm going to stay on the same track with what I like to receive, because every year one of my daughters gives me a half-gallon of cotton candy ice cream on my birthday from Cold Stone, and it's like it's wonderful.
You eat the whole thing in one sitting, like you're a little kid.
A couple days, it's gone. I just
a couple of days.
I don't. Well, no,
it's not a couple of days.
I'm not a big. Dessert.
You're not. That's why it's so funny, because you really aren't a sweets guy. I am, but
that stuff
you just sit there and eat it until it's gone.
Exactly.
Right.
How about you?
Probably to give. I like to give experience as opposed to things,
right?
Like a massage or a dinner or something like something that you use and it's over.
Experience.
And to receive, I like to receive self-care stuff like candles and
Although for you, you're very much a romantic when it comes to receiving gifts. So I mean, if I were to give you some really nice earrings or something, and I just kind of threw them at you and said, "Here, I got you these earrings." No. It would not really thrill you, but if I got earrings from a gumball machine at Kmart and I gave them to you in some romantic way, you'd be thrilled.
Well,
you'd
not
be
from
wearing
a gumball
them right
machine
now.
in Kmart, but yes, it's the gesture.
It's about the delivery.
The gesture. Yeah, I can buy my own earrings. I want gesture.
Pick my heart up off the floor, move my feet closer to yours. Catch my breath and I say, I'm the one you're looking for. So come on, dance a little dance. Take my hand,